Hello. Hi, Sunday. Hi, Ellie. Let me get all this set up. Boop. Hello. Um, so we're gonna be making a box. It's been a while. It's good to be back on and see some friendly faces. This is what I started with yesterday. It was like a $4 box at the craft store. And then it kind of has a latch on the bottom so you can open it. Let me turn this. Perfect. Okay. And then, so yesterday I got started a little bit. And so what we have right now is the start of the house itself. I got some of the roof constructed. I was working on some of the like straw-esque kind of hatching. And then I got the roof, so basically it can open. Boop. And then the inside, I got some shelves started, so we still need to paint that. And then I made this nifty little hinge here with the string, so it can just kind of pop up and down as well, so it doesn't go anywhere. So I think what I'm gonna get started on is probably the roofing. Ellie cut some of these for me last night, thankfully, so we're gonna keep cutting these. And then I ruffle them up some so they look like that. But these are the really nice ones. I'm going to work on the cruddy ones for the edging. like that. Give it extra fluff. And I am lazy, so I'm going to try to do multiple papers at once. Haha. So. How is everyone? It's been a while. How are you, Sunday? Oh, I'm so bad at this. I like always cut through the paper. Hi, Mela. Excited. Yeah, I'm excited for you to start everything. I can't wait to see your face on here. How are you, Mela? It's good to see ya. I know Ellie's going to be streaming here soon too, so and Ellie has put in quite a bit of work into everything. I've been playing a stupid amount of Roblox games, if I'm being honest. I like. I have a real looking panels now. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for what Ellie has in store. I'm doing pretty good. I got some motivation a couple days ago after seeing a lot of TikToks on doll houses and making them with paper mache. So and now we're here. You know, just project after project. And then I figured,
Hi, it's
I don't
Mela.
think I've ever really streamed any of my
Figurines now know how
projects,
to
and it's something
physically
I've been
build
doing
and
since I
manipulate
was, I
individual
don't know, as
figurines
long as I can
like
remember.
Bliss.
So, I mean, I always give y'all pictures, but I don't think I've ever streamed the actual process. So, I was gonna do some combination of makeup and live looping music and guitar playing and singing and picking out fashion. She has a lot in mind. Yeah. How about you, Mela? What have you been getting yourself into recently? Is there a new game that you've been playing a lot of, or Ariathome, someone on TikTok that has a similar setup but does live walking around parks? That's cool. Kind of like that live DJ set we watched the other night that was walking around the town. I'm going to start two. I start some classes 2 days. I'd be glad to give any. Oh, yeah, by all means. Anything that you feel that could be useful, feel free to drop that in the channels or in private message retrospectively. But I know Ellie was actually kind of interested in um, the class that you were taking and like how you got it and stuff like that. I watch Music 107. He does hardcore Minecraft. Ooh, that sounds fun. Okay. Minecrafting, working, being a mother and a spouse. Pretty basic stuff, but I mean, that's still fun. That's a lot of stuff. I'll have to jump onto Minecraft and check to see what you've been working on. Yeah, sounds like things are going good though. Have you made anything delicious recently, Mela? I know you cook a good amount, like me. And Ellie is also in the process of making, I think, her own Discord. So once that is all made and done, I'll be sure to post that in the Discord we've been using so we can all join that one as well. Man, Mela, if you've never played any of the Roblox games, there are some that I would love to introduce you to because I think out of all the years of Roblox games, I think this year it's going to be pretty big for them. They have, being a Roblox gamer for like maybe like the last like 6 years or so, it's grown so much in the form of game making. And so I'm pretty excited to see where it goes. These young game creators are really killing it. Okay, so we're gonna cut little squares for the edges. What is that? Daniel Collar does that on the stream with a community and has a ton of stuff set up. Ooh, yeah. You'll have to watch to see all the stuff to maybe add some of that. I successfully made a beef roast recently. I'd be so down for that. Hell yeah! That'd be so fun. Same, but I've been on the Rec Room side of game making. I know! Sunday, once you make your game, I will get on Rec Room and try it. I would love to. I get confused in Rec Room a little bit, but if you made a game, I would definitely get on it to support that. That would be fun. Uh, yeah, a beef roast sounds so good, actually. I haven't had a good beef roast since, oh man, since I lived with my stepmom, I think. She likes to make those. I have to make that. I know I made spare ribs the other night. I love spare ribs. What kind of game are you going to be making on the Game Rec Room Sunday? Do you have any ideas, or is that still up in the air? And Mela, what kind of games do you prefer? Is it like farming, like in the Minecraft era, or do the building aspect of it? It was delicious. Definitely way better than my first attempt a few years back. That is the best part about some things. You get better. Okay, so I'm just going to distress the paper a little. Well, they have a partner program, so I'll make some videos on it and sort of parkour, a sort of a parkour sort of race. Oh, fun. Okay. I'll parkour for you. I don't like parkour, but I'll parkour for you. I'm into all, as long as it's not the dragon and home parkour. That was painful. I'm into all types of games. I'm better at certain ones than others. I kind of love I feel that Mela. I have so many different moods and I like Roblox because it feels very low key. I like it a lot. So I'll have to show you around. Not an obby if you know. Oh, you will sweat. Yeah, no. I'm not big fan of obby. Kind of like a course, like a triathlon, except but like a course. Oh yeah, Palia. Oh man, Sunday. I got so overwhelmed when I logged into Paleo for the first time in months the other day. I had to log off. I was like, I don't know what's going on. But Paleo is a lot of fun. You might like it. It's very resourced around building and community. The only downfall I would say is like it is a little harsh on like my Switch. It's free on Steam. You could try that, Mela. And the Switch. Because that's what I unfortunately played it on, and now I can't transfer my accounts, and I'm a sad little monkey. But that's okay. I have PS5. Oh, yeah. I think it plays the best on, like, the PS5. Eyebrow wiggle of convincing. Yeah, you'll have to give it a go. Um, I think I'm, like, level 7. Um, I started on, like, Christmas last year, I think. And then I, like, went treasure hunting and then I stopped. I don't know, it was weird. Yeah, the cake parties I'm excited about. Uh, the storage system is kind of nuts in my opinion. I get a little lost, and because it's on my Switch, I have a hard time reading the small print, but aw, thank you, Ellie. I appreciate it. Okay, so we just stressed all those. I'm gonna set those aside, and then I'm gonna continue with a few more. Yay, thank you. It seems so restrictive, Sunday. What am I missing? I only have like 75 inventory slots and they fill up with any resource. Okay. We'll do three together. I think four was a little too much last time. Yeah.
With the YouTube Music app, you can start a radio station with up to 30 artists and be your own DJ.
Ooh,
Start
I
with a
went
monthly
to
plan.
Ellie and I went to go watch the new Stitch movie the other night. And yeah, there was parts I liked, and that's about it. But I'm still happy you got made. Do, do, do. I'll be lurking, gonna jump on the trampoline with the kiddo. Oh, that sounds so fun. Be safe, have fun. See you soon. I loved the trampoline. Craft 8 tool chests. They all link. Each chest adds more space after 8. They need to upgrade. Like, I might need your help. I know I have a ton of resources because I hoard, but I guess I'm just kind of. I think what I was hooked on was like making worms. I just have a lot of worms and compost. Like, I don't know why I have so many worms and compost. I also did this weird thing where like I stacked all the chests in the front of my property. I don't know. It's really weird. Like the treasure chests, the non usable ones. It was very strange. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing back then. I did have like a cute little setup, but I had to tear down most of it because I was expanding the house, so. And every time I log on now, I just kind of like automatically go collect palladium. Okay. I'm gonna actually just stress them when they're all together because it's easier. Just so. Okay, so one, two, three. And then cut these into smaller pieces. And then I think that will probably be enough. And then we can start doing the sides of the roof. And then I can move on to cutting more. I knew I was going to be cutting for a while, which is kind of why I put this off, but it's okay. It needs to get done regardless. So, okay. Let me organize some things. Okay. I'm back. He doesn't want me jumping with him. No double jumping. That's funny. Well, welcome back. We're happy to have you back. Okay. So let me lay these to the side over here. And I think we ran out around here, so we'll do it like that. We'll do it here. I don't know where I should put that camera, but oh well. I don't know. Is it better up here or is it better on the top one? I think it's easier to see from up here, so I'll put it there. Okay. He won't even let me sit on it. Oh my gosh. You ever play with sidewalk chalk on the trampoline? No, that sounds fun. We used to just do the whole sprinkler underneath it and like double jump each other. Okay, so I'm just using decoupage or Mod Podge. Decoupage is what I'm doing. Mod Podge is what I use. It's just basically like Elmer's glue. This is how I paper mache because I don't like to make the mixture. So many roof tiles, I know, right? Yeah, what does the sidewalk chalk do on the trampoline? We would doodle a little too hard, and so it would fill with dust and then double jump it. Poof. Oh, that's fun. I like that. Okay, so for the roof tiles or for decoupaging, I just apply glue down and then I apply it on the back side. And then you just kind of push it into where it needs to be. And then you just paint over it. It'll probably move around a little bit, but it's okay at first. Because it'll set. Ooh, that sounds like a good learning experience. Yeah, it could be fun actually. I love anything science-based.
Some things belong on the big screen. Watch YouTube on your TV.
Now, a lot of the pieces I'm putting on right now aren't going to be visibly seen. I'm doing the edges right now so that basically when I put these on, it'll look really nice. So it's just kind of add extra fluff and to blend it in a little. So I don't want it to be very thin. I want it to look very full. Then I'll put my finger here. And kind of push them all up so they kind of lift. And then just kind of push them back down. It's like a little hairbrush. Okay. One more to top this off and then go to the other side. Oops. The first time I learned how to decoupage was from my stepmama, Brenda, and after she taught me how to decoupage, she taught me how to decoupage a frame for photos. I did one, and then I think I did 6 more because my hyperfixation is not a new thing of my life. It is a very common thing in my life. And then I just never decoupaged again, really. I lied. I think I do decoupage things routinely through life. Like with the shoes that I did. I decoupaged the fabric onto the heel. So, like, I can show you. But still working on these ones, but essentially the heel part here, this is a fabric and I decoupaged it onto the heel. So you can decoupage fabric, tissue paper, any kind of paper, basically anything. The glitter also decoupaged on, so I decoupaged the glitter, just put the glue down, put on the glitter and then spray coated it. So I like honestly, I do decoupage a lot of random things, and it could be utilized for everything. Thanks, I appreciate it. They were a $5 find at Kohl's, so my drag has always stemmed from turning very cheap materials into something a little less looking, a little less cheap looking. I've never really been one to go out and buy like an expensive gown or a lot. I just like to craft, so I'll look crafty before I look fashionable, and I'm okay with that. Crafting's just so fun though. And I love it because it's something like even when I'm like, oh, there's too many steps, I'm overwhelmed, I'll just start. And then it's like a lot of everything I was feeling just kind of like goes away. Okay.
You're watching a toothbrush play Billie Eilish.
Oh
Did you know
no.
that there's a YouTube Music app where you can also listen to the EDM?
I am actually really happy right now with our connection. Making things is healing. Agreed. I think the earliest memory I have of creating stuff is just with my mom, because my mom was also a seamstress and a crafter, and so I remember I think it's like 4 or 5, and she taught me how to make a pillow. I remember I got in trouble once when I was 9 because I tried to use Elmer's glue and Wonder Bread to make a gingerbread house. I got in so much trouble for wasting food. But I was also really upset this peppermint candy would not stick to this damn Wonder Bread with Elmer's glue. I was like in tears. I was crying because it wouldn't stick. I just wanted a gingerbread house, damn. Yeah, the Wi-Fi connection is a lot better, thankfully. Especially since like Ellie and I both want to be streaming, so I personally was curious about how the Wi-Fi would take it, but I feel confident in it now, so. And so the reason why these are like cheese it orange is because A, I didn't have a yellow, and B, I was gonna go over it with a little bit of brown and orange mixed in, so it's kind of tannish, and the orange was gonna act as like the underlight for the other color. So it won't stay the cheese it orange, but my favorite craft is making these huge snowflakes and seeing my sets. Oh my gosh. I loved Mela, I loved snowflake making. Loved it. I used to make it all the time. My other favorite thing, oh, I love. Okay, so I'll show you it actually. Favorite thing as a child. I used to go crazy about this. Where's the camera? Right here. Okay. I used to take the paper and I'd go in circles basically like this. I was actually gonna do one of these inside of the dollhouse because I was thinking about it the other day. And then, and then after I'd make that snowflake, I would take the snowflake and I'd hang it on the bottom of this, and I'd hang these on the roof everywhere, and they just like dangle. I was obsessed with these things hanging from my roof when I was a kid. I don't know why. I just liked the way they moved. But I used to make those with the snowflakes all the time. I agree. Though I'm not gonna lie, being a kid, sometimes I'd spend like 20 minutes cutting up the paper and like this intricate design and whatever, and then I'd open it and it would just be a giant circle. Like, because physics are a thing, and I'm just a little kid. In my head, it looked beautiful. So fun. Paper crafts were my obsession in school. It made so much. I agree. I was actually one of the only boys in third grade to be part of the origami club. Thank you, Nikki, for teaching me. But that origami has stuck with me for my whole life. Absolutely adore paper crafts and everything. I think I still make like frogs and flapping cranes randomly at restaurants just because I don't know, it's like a habit. But Nikki and I used to meet every single day after school, and then we'd spend hours with our pretty origami paper, and I would just sit there and make crafts. Oops, that's a fruit. This is a crane. Oops. No, that's right. Okay. Eh, Here, here. Oh no, I made a fruit base. That's so funny. This way. I used to make these little blow up fruits. You like blow them up, and then they fill up with air. But I used to love origami. I need more coffee, I can tell. My ADD is on one. Sorry, now I just want to crane. Um, it can be. Some of the more complex designs can get very frustrating, in my opinion, but the simplest of things are really fun. They bring simple joys, like little frogs and like little cranes and stuff like that. And then it should flap. Oops, his left wing is broken. Flap. Oh, hang on. I need to move his butt up more. Flap. There we go. Ah, I was like, why aren't you flapping? But yeah, like paper crafts are really cute. I like the little frog and the flapping crane are probably my favorite just because like they're movable and interactive. Okay, anyways, back to roofing. What paper crafts did you do as a kid? What were you obsessed with? Ooh, that sounds so cool though. I don't think I know how to make those. It sounds very pretty. Back in the day of Facebook, me characters, you could print out chibi paper crafts. I think I made about What? I never knew that, and I definitely owned that. I would have probably been obsessed with that if I knew about those. That sounds so fun. I also did a lot of paper mache and foam projects for drama and social clubs. Oh, see, that's super fun. I wish I did more paper mache. Like I did some, but I wish I did more when I was growing up. But it's okay. I have decoupage, and it's very similar. What was your favorite big project that you made for your drama and social clubs? Was there like a favorite project you did? I wish I would have applied myself more in high school. I missed out on so much fun and stuff just to hang out with not so much great influences. I feel it, Mela. There's definitely I wish I took advantage more of, but you know, life has a funny way of working itself around though. Okay, moving on to this side. What was your favorite like class in high school, Mela? What did you enjoy the most? I know I got stuck in like the art side of stuff and cooking obviously, but I tried sports. I just wasn't great at it. Choir. Ooh, Ellie was in a choir too, I feel like. But that's fun. I was always jealous of the people who had beautiful voices. Only class I went to, I love it. We probably would have hung out in high school. A lot of my friends were like that. I was like that, so I can't lie. That was my cooking and pottery class. And some days my day would just start with walking into my pottery class. So I feel that. I did apply myself, and it's painful anyway. You're right. I feel it. It's a lose-lose. But it's still worth it. I think if anything, it's just I'm happy to meet the like mentors and the good adults. I'm happy to have had good adults in my life over years, so it was good to meet those people. And also, kind of like my little brain understood that like I wasn't gonna have access to all of this stuff my whole life. So, and I was into stuff like pottery and with that kitchen, like that stainless steel kitchen. So I was really trying to utilize a lot of that before I left. The time was used well to make the mistakes I needed to. Yeah, I agree. It's weird to think about that time of our lives too. I know I was pretty scared at that time of my life. Well, actually, I was hardcore depressed because of a breakup, but I was also pretty scared of my next steps. And then I just did it. Definitely the best time to learn and make mistakes. I made plenty of mistakes as well. Well, if a lot of mistakes were had, you also learned a lot. So yay. Oh, I always made the joke that I'll learn I'll learn where to go in a city because I've taken every wrong turn and know where not to go before I learn that this is the right road to go on. So it's just I feel it. Ooh, while I have the decoupage out, there was a part of the roof that was bugging me when I was looking at it the other day because it wasn't attached. So let me just add some glue down here real quick. There we go. Okay. So we got both the sides done. We'll rinse my hands off it real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, the BD and I are back together. Yay! Sorry, my brain was comprehending BD, and then I was like, oh, duh. Yay! Congrats, Mila. I'm happy that everything worked out. I remember the last time we were talking, it was the first date, or the second date. Yay! I'm happy for you. Hopefully things are starting to look better and look up, too. Exciting. Oh yeah, so to fill you all a little bit on Ellie and I situation, because I know I kind of keep it on the down low. I just kind of say like, oh, we're dealing with a lot. But so long story short, we're kind of trying to make a shift. Things are better this time around. Good, 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 good. And so that decided to dry. Oh, I need a bag for this. 1 second. Okay. So, Ellie and I are both basically looking at becoming both like full-time streamers, and I think the biggest part was like we needed to find our house, and the only house that we are going to possibly be moving into is the house that I dog sit in, so my sister's house, because she's in the process of, she just bought a house in like Costa Rica. She's in the process of trying to open up her own business in Costa Rica and do all that with her bed and breakfast, and she basically is going to kind of like sell her house, and but the time frame for when she needs that to be sold and like when we need it is kind of like the work in progress. And so transitionary, we will be in this apartment for a little while longer, maybe like 4 to 6 months, maybe year tops. But other than that, once we do get the house and once everything's settled, yeah, everything's gonna be different. It's gonna be pretty great. Ellie will be able to do all of the streaming stuff that she wants to do, and I will also be able to do all of that. And that's essentially where we're at. So in the meantime, you'll probably see me stream randomly, and also just kind of like jump onto Ellie's stream when she's doing it and supporting her. And yeah, so that's kind of like the full shebang and kind of like all the stuff. But the exciting stuff is that in the process of doing this, we opened up our own LLC, and then we're going to be looking to open up our own retrospective businesses. I'm going to look at getting my cottage license here, which means that I can make and sell baked goods and things like that. And so yeah, on top of the streaming stuff, hopefully I will be able to make like the hot sauces, baked goods, things like that, and actually sell them. And any craft projects, stuff like that, it should be covered by the LLC and or the businesses that we're making to accompany it. And yeah, so onward and upward. So don't wait for the place, girlies. Get balls rolling and the doors open. Yeah. Literally. So yeah, we are making steps. We're way better now than we were, I guess, like 2 months ago, because it was kind of like just like lost in a floating world. But we got our anchor, and now I think things are looking better. So oh yeah, all of us. I'm cheering for all of us. We're all making big moves, so I'm pretty excited about to see the future of everything. It'll be good. Oh, and eventually I have to go down to New Orleans because I have yet to go there, and I've been wanting to, and then Sunday can show me where to go. Okay, so now I need to cut paper. Okay, so Ellie, I know, right? Nola. So, sorry, Nolans. But I say New Orleans because I'm not from there. But I guess Nola works too. So Ellie cut these beautiful thin fringy papers for me yesterday. No, 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 no. What do I not say? Um, and I am not great at it, so I'm gonna try my best, but we'll see. Oh no. Okay. I am a Yankee, but I don't want people to know that, so I won't say that. New Orleans? Norleans. Oh, Norleans. Okay. Not Nolland. I got you. I see now. You are right. That is very New Yorky. Girl, it's so humid in Louisiana. I went there for work a few years ago and I was dying to go to New York. I will. I lived a little bit in Texas growing up and that humidity. Whew. No, the first way? Norleans. Norleans. Okay. Norleans. Norleans. It's like Jolene, but it's just her sister Nor. I can remember that. Yeah, okay. It'd be 80 degrees outside, but humidity has it feel like 120. Yeah, I I hate the feeling of stepping outside and it just feels like someone's breathing down your neck already. I'm like, go away, please, stop. No, I don't want you, Mother Nature. So we don't hate Yankees anymore, but you will get called out across the bar. That's yeah, no, I appreciate it. I don't just look at them and start speaking Tagalog in the two sentences I know. I have the cure for you normies. It's called the Frog Togs. What's the Frog Tog? Is that a drink? Is that alcohol? Because that'll make me normal. Is it a food? Okay. I think I did an okay job. I almost got Ellie. And it's not as good as Ellie's, but it's getting there. I didn't cut through the paper this time, so there's the plus on that. God damn. Look at this. Like, okay. This is Ellie's, like all thin, right? Yeah, and then this is mine, trying my bestest. They're so much thicker. Ugh. Why am I not good at that? It says a bit of fabric that feels like frog skin. After a day or so of wearing that, the heat doesn't hurt. Oh, interesting. It's kind of like a really good sweat wicking material that probably gets you accustomed. It's a little wet and laid on the back. Oh, fun. It's kind of like a cool towel. I know whenever I get too hot, I just wet a washcloth and wipe it all over my arms and neck and back. Yeah. That sounds lovely though. I'm weird though because I like being warm, but yeah, I do hate humidity. Helps your body heat regulate. You won't sweat. Oh, that sounds lovely. I do love that. I have a hard issue regulating heat, like extreme heat. Unless it's I say that, but no I don't. That's weird. Never I don't know what I'm talking about, ignore me. I lived in Colorado and I worked inside of a kitchen that was 102 degrees. I don't have an issue regulating heat. I don't know why I said that. I don't like humidity though, so I will I do agree with that. But I do want that. Because that would actually help a lot of people in the kitchen. Lots of people. A frog tog. Okay, I will order one. Because I do want that, especially if like ever traveling. Because I know when we went to Vegas, that would have been great. Yes. I'm pretty out of shape too, so even some of my hikes, that would be helpful. I know when I went to the Wallace Falls last week, I was like dying, and it's not even that hard of a walk. It's a 1 mile there walk, and no reason I should be dying. Yeah. Are you kidding? My hair hates every kind of weather. This bitch is frizzy all the time. I don't know what to do with her, so she just stays out. Yeah, no, like, unless my hair is hella oiled down, it won't stay down. And, yeah. I would take the jacket. I want a jacket. I want a coolie jacket. I love jackets. Do you want to see my newest jacket? It's a Stitch poncho. But we went to like a Cinco de Mayo festival, and someone had this at the stall, and I fell in love with it, and I was like, I need it. So yeah, I know Sable's here. Come here. You want to say hi? Come here. Oh. Hello, everyone. Mm. Yeah, go lay down. Do you need water? Oh. I'll give you a dental bone too. 1 second, y'all. Doggy stuff. Ugh. Yeah, I'm such a weird collector of fun jackets and fluffy things. Oh, or your desk. Grab your dental too. Oh no, you're out. I have to go to the backup reserve. 1 second, y'all. Okay, sit. Go take that to your bed. Thank you. Oh, okay. Sorry, her normal bag was out, so I had to go to the backup. So cute. Baby. I know, she's such a baby. Since I've been on Minecraft, I've been obsessed with bees and axolotls. So fun. I love finding all the axolotls. I suck with bees. You can have them. I kill them. Okay, so we got one. How many would we need? So if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 or 7 on each one. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. I got bees down. I'll be your Minecraft professional beekeeper. Let's go. Yes. I need to get on Minecraft again here soon. Once I figure out my life, but... Okay, so I wanted a topper for this. So I'm just going to cut this in half. Fold this in half. Because I wanted it to be Still a little too big, so let's take this off here. And that will be part of the cutting as well. Okay, I'm gonna try to do 2 at a time, so it goes a little quicker, but hopefully I don't cut through it. We can do it. Every time I get on Minecraft, I spend a lot of time just like taking down some of the contraptions and stuff that I randomly built for whatever hell reason. So mostly clearing out stuff. Don't think I've built anything. I say that and I'm gonna log in and I built something, but I don't think I have. I think I've just mostly been gathering resources to make sure we have stuff at the house, like ender pearls, armors, things like that for when we do get back on. Oh, I'm so bad at cutting thin paper. Two more done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that would be enough, and then this is the topper, so I need to do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more. Okay, so I just need to do these. And 6. Okay. I have to do it one at a time because I'm just not that good at doing it. It's not as good when I do it too. But I think I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Like using the edge of the scissors instead of the middle. I can't wait to be done with cutting so I can go onto the clay. Okay, 1, Nope, I'm gonna do two at a time. Sorry. I can't. It just takes so long. Yeah. What? What? I wanted to make like a stone kind of wall on the outside, so it's gonna be like bricky. Happy Pride! Happy Pride. Mm, 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 mm. Oh yes, happy Pride Month. Yay. Yeah, I think I'll try to go to the Seattle Pride downtown when it does happen. It's normally on the end of this month, towards the end. I haven't been to a Pride since I lived on Capitol Hill. I lied. I went to a Colorado Pride once, but that was weird. Ooh. I don't think we will go out this month, but I'll participate in a lot of online events. I feel it. Yeah, I haven't been able to go to a lot of prides the last 5 or 6 years, so I'm excited to get to go if I can, but a little hesitant as well because the political climate here in Seattle is a little iffy. I feel like the Christian protesters that are typically there at Pride every year are gonna be there um in tenfold this year, and I just don't know if it's gonna be a type of pride I will want. So I think that's my only what's the word? Hesitation. I'm traumatized from going to Salt Lake City Prize. Love the Ogden one, but sick is crazy. Yeah, some of the places where Pride is, it is more politically challenged than others, and so what should be like a very loving and safe area just doesn't get that treatment everywhere, and so it is unfortunate. Um, you know, I wish every Pride everyone could feel safe, but yeah. Sick built different, dude. What is Salt Lake? Oh, SLC. I don't think I've traveled through SLC so often, and like I've been through it, but I don't think I ever like sat at like a restaurant, met the people or like natives there. It was mostly a drive-through city for me, so curious about that. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, Texas was similar in that sense. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I get that completely. For me, even like on the small town I grew up in Washington, I had to go to Seattle for any type of friendly adjacent stuff, so. Which is sad because we are also hella gay. Yeah. Yup. It's like Florida in that regards of like hating gay people, but is hella gay. But it's kind of like areas as I get older. It's definitely like area oriented stuff. We make gaggles of communities in random areas, and that's kind of where it's safe. Love the community, and they're very welcoming, but getting a black eye from a titty is wild. From a titty? Yeah, from a titty. What was in that titty? Man. Was it that one lady that was on America's Got Talent that used to smash the six-pack? She just like used your face instead, Mela. It's wild. It just kind of low-key reminds me of the TikToks when they're like, bam! Oh, I wish I had that power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry too, because that must have hurt. It was traumatizing, yeah. Okay, last cutting one for the roof, hopefully. So let's see. I like this squeaky noise. I have my son with me too, and it was just walking around. She came out of nowhere and bam, titty to the face. I feel like that is like the start of like a reality TV show, and it's like the moment I realized I wasn't gay. As like a humor, not stating your sexuality. Just like as like a bit. Sorry, but that is kind of comical. She thought I was wearing a MAGA shirt and I was just a play. Oh, it was on purpose. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. That's fucked. That should not have happened at all then. I thought it was like accidental titty black eye. That's wild. Not purposefully titty slapping someone. That is actually unhinged. Oh, hello, dog. Oh, okay, you're under me.
That's right. One
Okay.
subscription, 2 apps. Continue watching the highest quality videos from
Using your own kitty for assault is crazy, literally.
Set up automatic downloads so your favorite videos are ready when you are. And play videos when your screen is off.
That's so
or when you use
funny.
other apps. There's
I'm glad you can
more
laugh it off, but that is
videos
wild. That shouldn't have happened.
for free.
Okay, so we're gonna do this one at a time. I need my decoupage. But things are like boulders. She must have put rocks in them for the assault. Just loaded her bra. That's... Okay, let me just stress this real quick. But okay, yeah, that's funny. You're like, yay titty, but ow titty. I love that. I remember my first Pride. I'm so dead loud. I remember my first Pride. It was pretty monumental for me. I'm just glad my son didn't get caught. I think me too. That would have been a little too much. Too much. I remember my first Pride. I lied to my parents about where I was gonna be, minus my stepmom. But and then I snuck into the city with some of my gay friends from the island, and it was the first time I got offered a joint sitting down at a festival. And it was just a very overall fun experience. No titty slaps, but maybe one day I can be as blessed as you are, Mela. Uh, My first pride was first pride at NOLA, and of course it was separated from my sister, but found her on the shoulder of a huge bear who's only 16 then. Sorry, I'm playing red shirt, you'll be good. Ah! That's an awesome experience. And she definitely would be very much good hands if it was a large bear. And the red shirt was literally what I was thinking of my head, Mela. I was like, oh. But then I was like, how counterintuitive is it to slap someone who probably wants a titty in their face with your titty? Like, I feel like out of all things to do, I think that's the one thing they wanted the most, but it's just so funny to me. How do you like wind that up? Do you just like hold up for it? Like just like wind it up and then just like send it? Like how do you thrust that forward? So interesting. You think there's a class for it? Like a speed class? Like self-defense for the breasted? It's all in the muscles. She jumped at me a bit. She just like squatted and then jumped up to it. That's so funny. I believe in him. I've always been jealous of. Oh, my music paused. I've always been jealous of the women who can like actually rotate like independently each like titty, like the left one's going left and the right one's going right, and like they're just dancing and having a little part. I've always been jealous of that. I think that's so impressive. If I jump up and down really hard, I get a little bit of jiggle, but I have to really be trying. Mm, 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 mm. You want mine? I bring a new meaning to Gigi. You Sunday right now you remind me of my homegirl. Her name was T back in the day, and whenever she would run in school, she was always like this, and she used to scream, and she's like 15 at this time. She's like, Nick, I don't think you realize I'm literally gonna give myself a black eye if I don't hold them down. It's dying. She's like, some of us aren't made to run like this. Mm, mm, mm. But I don't think in school I ever ran a mile. I walked every damn mile. I could not run at all. I still have troubles running. I could walk. I could walk the distance, like really good. I can't run. Having large boobs should get me a discounted insurance. Not the breast insurance. It's gonna be the breast insurance, you know? That good coverage. Oh, thank you, thank you. I felt that at my soul. Oops. I did undermake what I needed, so I think I'll have to cut a few more, which is fine. I don't want to really sacrifice the look because I like how full it is looking so far. Paint, 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 paint. Man, I love decoupage. So simple, so easy. It listens, doesn't fight me. I poke it and I say stay, and it stays. Just pleases me. Okay. So, do I just... I should just make more... Nah, I'll just keep using this real quick. And just make more afters. So I can see what one side looks like. Oh, it's so fun to like thatch it. Like I'm just like lifting them and it's so fun. It looks like a thatched roof. Okay, and a little bit of brown on top. I love that. So fun. I'm happy that I didn't have to do tiles because I was like last night kind of dreading it. I was like, am I gonna have to independently make tiles? I don't really want to independently make tiles. It sounds like a lot of work. And this is a way better way, so I'm happy. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to cut so many more. I think I'm gonna have to paint more orange and like no, I won't be able to finish this roof. So I'll have to move on, but that's okay. We'll figure something out. Damn, I really said I was gonna fill this roof in five rows. Let's take in 10. Oops. Slip and slide. Come on, lay down. There we go. I'm so excited for kind of the Hill revival. Despite it being an overall bad show, I connected to these characters as a kid, and now they have adult eyes. The Hill? I'll have to look that up. What is that? Oh, King of the Hill. Yes, I agree. I'm kind of at the same point. Like, I don't know. I think with just a picture, I don't think people can really judge it too much, but I am excited to see it because I also grew up with it and it means a lot to me as well. I forgot all about that until you said that. It's so exciting. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this one right on top. Like so. Ooh, watch party would be really fun. When does it come out?
With YouTube Music Premium, listen ad-free, offline, and in the background. Try it free. August. The new trailer is out on their socials. Ooh, I haven't seen the trailer yet. Okay, August? I'll keep that in mind. This one's so good. Okay, so this is what we got so far. But I gotta make more. So, it has a nice texture to it. It feels nice. Whee! Okay, but we'll need a lot more for this side. And I only got one of these papers, so I'm gonna have to quickly paint more of these. But it doesn't take long. Let me put the decoupage away real quick. Might get the clay out and then start on some of the front of this. I need to make 6 more, I think. Not too bad. Excuse me, Babs. Oh, excuse me. Foil. Some papers. Better make 8. Yeah, okay, I will slice 8. I think 8 will only need to be because this is 1, this is 4, so I only need 2 more papers. So not too much. Let me grab the orange. Orange. Is that orange? Okay. Set these aside to dry somewhere. I gotta cover the paint. Okay. Let's take a quick breaky break real quick. Just a 1 minute break. So I'm gonna be right back. BRB.
More money for a bunch of other apps? That really adds up. So why not get YouTube Premium for
bombs away. I won the catch game. Okay. So now we are going to work on the top. And I have to kind of build it separately because of the way the latch works. So it needs to not. Yeah, so basically we're going to be working on this front half here. This little moving part. Boop. Now, I think I can get away with using a spoon or the back of the spoon to kind of do a pattern. I don't think it'll look like traditional stonework because I am not gonna roll this out, square it, and chop it up and wait for it to dry. I'm gonna try doing like a spackle design and then wash it out. So this dollhouse crafting it is a lot of fun. It's a good pastime because there's no like time limits or anything, so might get some of my beadwork and put a little wind chime or something in there. So I just got stone, so it's like a gray air dry clay. It's just for like yeah, it's just like plaster of Paris or like just modeling clay. So we're gonna grab a little bit. Now, what I think is gonna work is I'm gonna make a stick, like a log. And then at the edge of the log, I'm just going to like chop it off like that and kind of smear it in a way if I can. Like that. So chop off some. Wait, I should start from the top, working down. So let me take this off. Okay, let's start from up here. Maybe actually, I might have to change what I'm doing because the way the top is, I have to make sure it fits the seam. Okay, and then I can take the spoon, I think. Now, I don't know if working with this now, I don't know if this is going to stick while, like when it's dry, it'll probably come up and that's fine because I can just like glue it back down. But I'm curious, I might have to go back to the thinking table and I might have to actually do stonework and just like, you know, like actually go in and put like lines, but I hate that look. So let's think. Maybe drying it and gluing it is the best course of action because the wood is not liking the clay. So let's remove the house. Let's remove one thing. Maybe I am rolling out and squaring. Is that life?
With YouTube Premium, enjoy ad-free videos, plus the YouTube Music app. One subscription, 2 apps. Try 1 month free.
I mean, they're not that hard to make. Am I gonna just make a bunch of little bricks? Sure. But like, how many bricks are we talking about? Do they need to be brickish? Can they be round? Yeah. So like, I think it's like the clay is a medium I'm used to, and it's like when it is completely dry, I still feel like it's gonna like come off. So
I think having the clay dry and then like sticking it on with some sort of adhesive during the process might be easier. I can wet it a lot real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna put this on the house. I think you're right. I think just water and yeah, you may be right. Because I'm just worried that if it dries. I got it. I got it. Okay. I'm gonna combine. Ooh. So I will be adding water like Sunday suggested to help with the sculpting of it because it does help with that. However, I shall depart for now. It was nice seeing you again, Bliss. It's been wonderful chatting as well. Love you all and have a good day. Thanks for stopping by, Mela. Love seeing you, and I will see you next time as well. Okay. I'm gonna paint this with the layer of decoupage to create a seal. Because it dries pretty quick, and then I will go back in. And then I will go back in and do the water. Because decoupage dries pretty quick, or the glue at least. The Mod Podge dries pretty quick. It's just this wood's so dry. Okay. Take this jacket off real quick. I'm gonna let that dry. While that dries, I'm gonna keep rolling out. I'm gonna keep rolling out the brickies or the little circles, whichever we decide to do. That needs to dry. So let me set this aside. Okay. I think I know what I need to do. So let me grab these, grab more clay. Kind of like, I was thinking kind of like thicker bricks. So I'm thinking of like cutting it. And so like little things like that and then stacking them somehow. The scissors seem to do okay, but it's gonna be like kind of like a flagstone, I think, brick look. Less on the flagstone, but I'm not sure.
What's your ideas? Stone sounds nice. What color should the caulking be if I do the stone? Because I was gonna use acrylic paint as kind of like the middle parts, because I don't want to do the whole wash at the end. So I'm trying to think of like grabbing tweezers and like sticking it in the end of the paint. But should it just be white? Oh, I guess I could just do one step at a time, I guess. Dark. Ooh, you're smart. Thank you. Like the cobbled stone from Dragon and Home. The darker one. That had like the dark gray lines. Okay. It looks like rabbit poop. Or deer poop. Get out of there. I kind of use arts and crafts to cope with like my OCD and perfectionism based off of my OCD, because sometimes things are okay not being exactly the same. It's where the arts kind of helps with me personally. Maybe after this one. Well, that good. And then I'll try assembling. Whatever that may look like. Yeah. So we're gonna do a dark, so the light stone color pops. Okay. I think that will be okay to start, or so we'll try. I need to grab like tweezers of some sort. And then grab some of that paint. Be right back.
Protein packed for strength and recovery. Orgain. It's real nutrition for real life.
Thank you. This is dried black paint. I don't actually need that, so can you put a little bit of black in here? And then I'm gonna do some gray. I'm gonna leave a little bit of what is it? The Mod Podge in there just because it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna hurt it. It looks like it needs more black. Oh, I actually don't want to run out of this, so let me make a good amount. It needs more gray, black.
Dragon, not listen. I don't do that tongue thing.
Mushu. Like the stitch one. It's my favorite one. I wish Owl House had another. They were gonna come out with more. R.I.P. Okay, I'm gonna put the backup of clay in the back so it doesn't dry out. And then I'm gonna start assembling. Hopefully it works. If not, oh well. Back to square one. Okay, so with this, I should be able to start wherever and it not matter. Need some coffee. I absolutely adore Owl House. Oh, it's like my favorite show ever. Cartoon, at least. Okay, I got these handy dandy tweezers that we use for crafting. Ooh. So, we are going to maybe Do I put it here and then like that could work, but it kind of sorry, I've never had tweezers that do that. It's how do I just need to grab my other tweezers? Oh. Yeah. Hmm. Well, let me get different tweezers then. I guess I'll just clean them really well. Because this smushes my little brick design too much. Here. Tweezers. Okay. So we're gonna grab the little pillows. And I think I'm gonna do it this way? Yeah. Dip it and smush it. Dip it and smush it. Smoosh. Dip it and smush it. Maybe I should smush them a little bit before I dip them. Oh no.
It's tea time. High noon vodka
Oh
is tea
no.
time.
It got over dipped. Oh no. Just leave it. Just leave it. Dip. I could probably use some of the smaller pieces to go on top of this one and smush it in there. Smoosh, that's kicked right. Oh, it'll have tons of character, that's for sure. All this for 6 mini Stitch figurines. I will paint off the excess stuff on the side once I'm done, but for the time being, I'm just gonna keep going.
It's like a glitch I can't control. Someone's fucking with my dough. Kinda voodoo shit, you know. You won't find me tongue tied. No witness on my side. Harmonies when I cry. This stuff makes me nauseous. Losing what they taught us. Gotta tread real cautious. But I go back to default. I go back to default. I go back to.
I'm not gonna lie, this feels like I'm just working with chocolate. Like, I feel like I've done this with chocolates before in some capacity. Don't know what capacity, but at one point. Maybe sugar. It feels very similar. No snackies. Oh yeah, I can't stack on this. But now that you say that, it's just the forbidden gray chocolate.
It's like a glitch I can't control. Someone's fucking with my door. Kind of voodoo shit, you know. But you won't find me tongue-tied. No witness on my side. Harmonies when I cry. This stuff makes me nauseous.
Basically, I guess I'm just making what looks like little rocks, and we just stacked them on top of each other. I guess that's the vibe we're going for right now, so. Just little rocks. Sometimes you don't know what you're making until you're making it, so just go along with it. Don't ask questions. Might stand for this next part. Try to move these over. Now they're a little more dry, it's a little more centered. And get the light on it a little bit better. See it.
It's tea time. High noon vodka iced tea time.
Saw you in a field of ice and snow, holding out your hand for me to go. Wasn't scared to see you, always knew it in my bones.
Grab a couple of these and put them over here. Oh no. This big
You said you
phone.
don't know me well, but I'm your angel in white. I'll be close if you come. I'll be just behind you. You're not on the list, but I can get you inside. Use your mind, listen to my voices that guide you. Give yourself over, yeah, you don't wanna fight. If you do, I'm gonna bid you a hard cold goodnight, baby. Hang on to your ticket, you're doing alright. And if you don't trust it, hold it up to the light.
Whatever you're crafting, I strongly recommend do it with music because it helps.
Connecting the dots, black spots in my vision. I'll be blaming it on divine intuition. I'll be praying for a divine intervention or anything else that gets my attention. And I'm falling for you. You're a fine invention, the sort of poison to me, but I keep forgetting. And now I'm halfway in and I'm half alive. You take my face and you hold it up to the light.
Started bopping. Do you know AJR? Yes. I love AJR. AJR definitely has certain music that stems really nicely listening to it. The World's Tiniest Violin, I think, is the song that I listen to a lot by them. But I've been following down. I'll have to look up. I'm a mess. Recently, what's it called? I've been listening to a lot of Bubba Graham. I recently found out a girl named Ruby Ibarra that I've been listening to. I listen to a lot of rap. Lots of rap. Wick Whitney, Bubba Graham. Yeah. I do love like AJR, Alt J, um, even some of Benny Benson's newer stuff kind of sounds decent. Not all of it. I'm not a fan of a lot of it, but I do like a good some of the songs. But if it has good lyrics and a catchy tune, I'll probably bop to it. I'm not gonna lie. My brain isn't that picky. Okay, go. I want to say I know maybe one or two songs from them. But I haven't like listened to a full album by them. I should. What's your favorite song by them? You have to look it up. Oh, here it goes again. I think I do know that song actually. I do like that one. Recently, the song that I've been listening to on repeat, I think I found it yesterday. It's called I get so attached to a song I don't even remember the names half the time because I just like the sound of it. It's called I'll just type it out. Upside down and inside out. I think the inside out one, yeah. Some of those sound familiar. Hang on. The here we go, here it goes again. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Here it goes again. Dun, dun. It's kind of like that one band that did the treadmill music video. I can't remember it exactly though. Ellie's kind of the name wizard for me. Where did my tweezers go? The hell? Tweezers. Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh yeah, the here it goes again. Don't wanna know. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think I do know it. Yeah. Because I think that song came out around the same time as that one song that was on MTV all the time in the morning. That was like, all right, already, we'll all fall down, all right. Don't you worry, we'll all fall down. That song, it came out around that same time. I summoned the Ellie because I can't remember. Yeah, literally. I feel that. I think Ellie might be either deep diving on more stream stuff because she spends a lot of her time. She like
created her entire layout, a lot of her like alerts, every part of her system on like Photoshop Adobe on her phone practically. Um, it's pretty impressive. It puts what I did to shame, that's fucking sure. I don't even have that done. Like, no, like her stream looks very professional. I'm trying to tell her that. I'm like, no, babe, like your stream looks really fucking professional right now, which is good. That's not a read.
Save your time per month on average with QuickBooks.
Oh
Buy
no.
now.
I need a napkin. Yeah, she spent a lot of time the other day making like the hype train stuff, and like when she raids out and stuff like that, she did like a fun little like photo edit thing going on. So yeah, an engineer she is, that's for sure. She understands the computers. This needs a little bit more on it because I said so. That's why. Okay. Looking cool. Can I see close? Yeah. Ooh. So you can kind of see they look like little pebbles, and then you can kind of see this is a little bit darker, and then I'll keep doing it over there too and build into there, but they kind of look like little rockies. Get the light on it. It's starting to look like a little rock house. I gotta stand for the next part. Nice. Yeah, I think once it's fully coated and filled in, and there's a lot of dimension on it, it'll be really nice, and might be able to fill in, I don't know. If they were smooth stones, it would be really nice, but I might have to go in with a water and paintbrush to make it thin if I wanted to. That would take a lot of time, but we'll see. Kind of just going with the flow at the moment. But if anyone gets any ideas, please drop them, because I totally don't mind. It is a work in progress. The only idea I had was a small house. So that is the parameters I'm working on. I guess the only other thing is like maybe a house that like Stitch would live in. So I think of like, yeah, Stitch would probably build up rocks. Stitch would probably use hay or straw or some sort of grass for the roofs. But yeah, I guess because when the stone dries, it's going to be kind of light gray too, so since we put this darker paint, we'll see the contrast between the stones, hopefully. Maybe a texture roll, like a paper imprint slightly rolled over it. I'm trying to think if I have any rolling thing. Like, that, though, would be a good way to do the other side, so I might
like the surface area side. Yeah, I'll think on that because I think all I have is like rolling pins. Maybe I can find something at the store for that too. I want sushi now. Oh my god, sushi sounds so fucking good. Now that you said that, yeah. I might have to go get some cheapo sushi later.
Mom, I've tried everything. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot.
Oh, maybe you're onto something there, Sunday. Instead of, I'll take something flat and I'll pad down all the rocks. I'll use the aluminum. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I just came to that. Yeah. I'll use aluminum. I'll wrap it around like this pen and I'll like put it down or paper. I'll try both. But yeah, I think you're right. So once I finish this topper part.
Stop. Stop.
Paper first because it's here. Unfold. I don't think I can roll really because... Oh shit, the paint. No, I think it's fine actually if the paint gets on top because... But I can smooth it out this way. Maybe I can roll it like you're saying.
Stop.
Yeah, that's about the same. You just press it. The paint is dragging though, so... But I could probably take a wet brush and go over some of this to wash out some of that color. Okay, let me grab a paintbrush real quick. Okay, this one. It's just gonna make it all dark again because it's gonna wet the clay, but it's fine. Trying to smooth it out too. And it'll still dry pretty gray, so we're okay.
Okay. Oops. Kind of get to see what it looks like, but right now it just kind of looks all gray, which is to be expected because it's wet again. But it got smoothed out a little bit. There's not as like harsh lines in the stone. They look more like cracks now. So we'll see. I know it looks all one color, but we'll see. I think I need to do the sides when it's on its side. I don't think I can do it while it's drying like this. Let me think. I mean, I do have all these clay pieces here, so let's just try to build the bottom then. Let's see if it will stick. I think I should wait for it to dry and then do that side. So let me put all of these in a bag because I don't want it to go bad. And put this aside while it dries. I can go back to cutting paper. Put everything in a bag retrospectively. Don't want it to drying out. Okay, so while this dries, let me rinse off my tweezers real quick. Okay. And then I need to wash my hands off really well before I work with the orange paper. The stones will probably dry in about 20 minutes. I mean, probably by the time I'm done cutting. So I'll just focus on cutting, try to finish out that roof, and then we can check to see what the front looks like with the stones. And then I'll see where I'm at with that. Depending on how I'm feeling. But I am gonna take a quick minute. I'm gonna wash my hands and take a quick bowl break and then come back to work on the roofie. Bam. Clean up my area so it is not bad when I get back. Okay. BRB. Okay. Beep, 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 doo. Beep, 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 dee, doo. Excuse me. Back to this. Everything has a way of becoming full circle, huh? Or, um, just about how I wanted to paint like the rooftop that brownish color after I'm done, but also just thinking about how I have to cut this paper. Ah! I'm like, the dang paper. One of these days I'll just get a shredder and just go. Okay. I'll do 2 at a time so it doesn't take too long, and we're gonna do 8 so I don't run out. So let's get to cutting. I think the best part is this paper is a little thinner than the cardstock I was using, so cutting it is a little bit easier, I'm not gonna lie. But I need to make sure I don't cut all the way through. I'm also thinking about which Roblox game I want to play tonight, or if I want to log into something else. Also dinner. I have to think about what I want to eat. I have so many leftovers, though. 2 done. Your anniversary? It'll be fun. Do you have any big plans? Snap, 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 snap. 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 No, we are hella broke at the moment, but I'm going to make him some homemade donuts and I got him some pain relief lotion. I'll give him a massage. Ooh, that sounds nice though. What kind of donuts? I love donuts. Aw, that'll be fun. I feel that though. I can relate. Spoiling was fun. 12 years is a good amount of time. Congratulations. I love that though. It's a lot of history.
Plain no egg recipe with raspberry glaze. Yum. That sounds actually kind of good. I think my favorite kind of donuts are like the old-fashioned cake donuts. Love me some old-fashioned cake donuts. I don't know, maybe I'll go to the store and look at the... I love going to the store and looking in the daily for sale sections. Whew. So maybe I'll find something. Maybe I can make like adobo or something, because that kind of sounds good for tomorrow. Scissors, why? I do not have the strength for scissors. Okay. 2 more. Goulash more than donuts, but I'll never turn down beignets. I don't think I'm familiar with goulash. But I agree, beignets are the superior donuts. I mean, they are what donuts are based off of. Babe's allergic to eggs, so gotta be pretty plain donut. I got you. There's one of my favorite cakes in the world is this vegan chocolate cake. I'm curious if baking the cake, cutting it, and then frying it could replicate a cake donut. Or I guess you could scoop it like a... God, what are they called? I guess like a beignet, like a traditional drop beignet. Not like the cut ones, but... Only because I know a large portion of your vegan cake recipes are like hella thin, so baking it can sometimes be better. But yeah, I think for a large portion of those cakes, I use vinegar and baking soda as the lifting agent. And then for icing, ooh, yum. Okay, I'm familiar with that. And then for icing, I've experimented with a few things. Hot fudge is always a good go-to because it's so basic and easy. And then sometimes if I was feeling extra fancy, like in the restaurant when I was making vegan foods, I would use aquafaba. And that's not too bad. Aquafaba pudding is not bad either. Basically just chocolate hummus. But that'll be really fun. I'm excited to see what you make. Yeah, fancy. Yeah, right. Bean water. The fanciest. Sometimes I don't know who made the names for half the shit. Okay. We got our roof tiles done. Bring the house back and then finish out this roof. You can kind of see the stone as it's drying. But yeah, looks pretty cool. I like that so far. I'm gonna work on the top. Oh no, I don't have a decoupage bowl anymore, so 1 second, we gotta clean this. Reminds me of like old couch raptures that I would listen to when I was 15 in the car with my friend. Listen to this song and then like blow out their bass. Good job. Oh, thanks. Couldn't have done it without you also. Because my brain sometimes can't make ideas.
Teammates can help level up your goals by connecting them to relevant projects.
So every
Oh,
time
commercial, why did that happen when I'm washing a
Asana,
dish?
the #1 AI work management platform. Try for free today at
Like you knew.
asana.com.
It's like you knew. Oh, okay. Well, now you're done that. I dried my hands to turn you off. Quiet. That was funny. Oh, I need another paintbrush. Let me go grab my paintbrush. Oh, Astrid Boy, that's not copyrighted? Dang. It's great. I'm pretty sure what I'm doing is also how they lay posters, like the old school way. Pretty sure poster glue is similar to this. Oh, I forgot to trim it. Uh-oh. I think we'll be okay. Come on, like that. I want you under there. And then under this one. There we go. Oh, that first one was a little rough. Okay. Oh my gosh, I did the same thing. Trim it. I need to remember to trim the others. Trim the others. Trim the other ones. Trim.
Putting on a show like a domino. I fall. Another bottle. Don't know what to say. Send me on my way to you. I know you're all that I want, but I don't even know your name. So don't go and leave me lonely. I'll show you another way. And you say it's a one night thing, but I want something more than that. So don't go and leave me lonely. I'll show you another way.
Okay, all trimmed. I will return in a few minutes. Need to call someone. Sounds good. My music, come back. Okay, I have some of, sorry, whoa, my voice, I was cracking. I have some of the brown, so I'm going to add it to some of the orange to add to the top of this roof. Add some color to it. Welcome back, Sunday. Brown is just dark orange. I could see that. That makes sense. I did not know that, though. That's fun. Well, I'm making more of a hay color, and I don't have yellow, so these are the only two colors I have to make a muted hay color, like a brown, like a beige. It's nice. But it's fun concept to think that I added orange to orange. Okay, so I want to take off a lot of the excess. I just want it on the edges, and just going to basically stroke it downward like this. Kinda, yeah. Oops. As I wipe all that excess paint on my hand. I'm such a messy painter. Essentially, yeah, I think it is just dry brushing. But yeah, because I don't want to cover up the orange particularly. I just want it to be a little more muted. And for some of it to be picked up underneath it. Add a tad of the darker to the underside of the overhang too. Okay. Do you think I should do it in this color or like a darker, like overall color? Natural shadow. Okay. Dang, I did prep dinner. Woo! Oh, did not. No! Do you gotta go? I'm sorry. That's the worst. I hate when I forget too. That's why I always have leftovers, because I'm like, oh, I hate to forget. Okay. It's looking pretty festive. And then you said add a tad of that darker on the underside of the overhang. So the edge.
Mom, I've tried everything.
Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot.
I could actually probably use all this paint to paint the top half of it because I'm gonna do more, but as a base color, it works pretty well. Okay, so we got one of the sides done. Get this side over here. It would be the underside of darker, but we'll see. So we kind of did, whoops, got the brown on the side. And then we got the kind of washed. I'll probably keep brushing some of that because I like it having the lines in it. And I feel like the more I work this, the little flappies, the better. Oh, don't fall. We're good. I'm so messy. Okay, keep brushing. And then curl all of them up. Okay, and then go to the other side. Gonna curl these up. So, I keep putting my fingers on the stone. Haha. Let me grab the light real quick and then I'll show you. Oh. Okay, so I think I'll probably call the stream after I'm done showing off this work and I'll start cleaning up and stuff. So we got the roofing completely done, thankfully. Let me aim this up. There we go. So we got the roof completely done, minus the painting on the underside, but I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. It's from a distance. It looks from a distance. I guess you can't really see it from a distance. Boop. Like that. But yeah, so from a distance, it kind of will have the vibe. You can kind of see the stone, and then once I do the insides and paint the top, maybe make like a balcony thing of some sort, but I think it'll turn out pretty cute once it's all done. And then the rooms will be on the inside here. Cool, still open, so yeah, I think it'll work out pretty well. But I think we're gonna call it with this progress here. I'm gonna wait for everything to dry so I don't mess up too much of it. And then tomorrow we'll probably work on all of the side of all of this, painting the top and underside of the roof, and then maybe think of something cutesy or wooden to put here, or maybe just put more stone. I'm not sure yet, but I don't know. We'll wait for this to dry and then see what we're left with and see if I like it, and then continue doing that if I do. But I really enjoy all of you that hung out with me. I appreciate it. And I will probably catch you tomorrow, because if I'm going to be working on this, I'm going to do it on stream. So yeah, probably be like 3 or 4 days of this, depending on how distracted I get or how much I try to add to it. But I'm happy with that. I did the part that I was dreading the worst, which was the roof, and I would like to say it looks like straw from a distance, at least. Yeah. So it was great to see you Sunday. Thanks again, Mela, for stopping by. I know she's not here. Thank you for hanging out with us, Ellie. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.